Hi, everyone. This is Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. Always warm, always sunny, sometimes Colorado. Today is November 16th, 2023, and making a video real quickly about Cardano Ballot and talking a little bit about the vote that's coming up. Have a cough, been sick for a little while here, and I went to Dubai and Abu Dhabi and picked up something there and carried it with me to Greece and Iceland and came back and it went from a throat thing to a sinus thing. It's working its way into my chest. Those damn rhinoviruses, they get you every time. Anyway, just talk a little bit about something else. Share my screen, and there's a bit of commentary on this. And every time you see it, it's always fair to kind of say, "Hey, let's have a chat." So this is a tweet we just put out today. And it says the polling event on CIP 1694, utilizing the Cardano ballot tool developed by the Cardano Foundation and in collaboration with Input Output and Intersect, is a temperature check on the progress made thus far in the Cardano governance journey. And so it outlines that there's a snapshot being taken on the 21st, ballot gets open on the 1st, people vote, ballot closes on the 11th, and the results come in on the 16th. And so just reading the tweet storm, the ballot is a non-binding poll and an opportunity for the community to share feedback more formally on the Cardano on-chain governance journey. Beyond voting, the feedback gathered to help inform the 2024 plans and priorities in governance activities and development. The poll will count both stake and participating wallets for a mix of data points. When voting, users are encouraged to add comments via a feedback form. Your insights will be incredibly valuable. If your ADA is on a hardware wallet and you don't want to move it, you can vote with a little as one levelized to register your feedback. In Q1 of next year, there'll be a fresh poll, including hardware wallet support. Polling starts December 1st, runs December 11th. To take part, make sure you have ADA stake via compatible wallet, November 20th. And these are all the compatible wallets. It's free to take part of it. Okay, so this is an example of a governance tool. And really what we're trying to do is accomplish two things at the same time with the Cardano Foundation. One is to start the process of temperature checks to see where people stand, what their feedback is, what they understand, what they don't understand. And the easiest way of doing that is the hot stake. And then through a later update, you can get a broader set of people, all of the hardware wallets, in a second temperature check. The second thing is we're trying to develop an open source platform for temperature checks on questions about governance in general. So when you think about the reality of CIP 1694, if you are a DREP or constitutional committee member and you're thinking about voting on something and you want to poll people and say, hey, I'm really curious about what you guys think, you need a set of tools to be able to easily do that and solicit feedback. It's my hope that we can see the tool Cardano Ballot as a template and starting point for a fast and rapid polling mechanism that people can use on a regular basis about various things that are big decisions, hard forks, the Cardano Treasury budget, that's going to be an annual concern, major parameter updates, and things that are of significant concern. So what we've been doing is we've been kind of gradually rolling things out with Intersect, the CF, and IO, where we say, okay, we got to get this tool out, minimum viable vote. Let's do a temperature check with the hot wallets, update, do it again with the cold wallets. And then the final level of temperature check is the 70% threshold that the SPOs have. Around the same time, you've noticed that Cardano node has just gotten to 8.6 and 8.7 is almost out. And Sancho Net is really starting to get to a nice level of maturity, and there's really starting to be some momentum with it. People are starting to play around with it. So all throughout the rest of the year and throughout Q1, we should see a rapid improvement in governance tooling, and people begin running testing scenarios like hard forking the test net, changing parameters in the test net, new constitutions, et cetera, all of these things. So temperature checks, community tooling being constructed, people starting to learn what it means to be a DREP, all of those things are happening. Now, the reason I'm making this video is that there were some questions about hardware wallet support, and there's numerous people say, well, I'm not going to participate in this round. That's fine, because it's got a dual purpose. One is to get a temperature check of those who do participate. And it gives you a kind of a statistical sampling. And then you broaden the set, you get a different statistical sampling. And actually, it's going to be very interesting to compare both samples and get a big sense of the distribution, because you have cold storage, hot storage, and exchange-based storage. So 2 of the 3 are being represented basically with the ballot update plans that are occurring. So anyway, if you want to participate and you happen to be in one of those wallets and it's hot, love to see you do that. Ballot's a really cool tool, and kudos to the Cardano Foundation for all of the work that they've done there. There was a lot of effort that went in, and we, of course, assisted where and when we could. And hopefully this encourages the evolution and development of standard, namely CIP 30 and CIP 95, and continues building up that stack of resources for the wallet ecosystem to make voting very easy. There's a long road ahead. There's a lot to do. There's a few updates in 1694 as it relates to the PKI side of things, especially for rotation of credentials of DREPs and for committee members. And that's probably the next thing that's coming. But overall, people are working hard and we're getting a lot done. And it's really encouraging to see the community stepping up. I was just in the civics committee earlier today with a lot of the community members like Lloyd and Adam and North Pole. We were talking a lot about the Constitution process, the guardrails, budget committee, all that good stuff. And Rick's been doing a great job with the community on the security side of the house and best practices there. And there's some really good recommendations, discussions that are starting to percolate their way through. So it's exciting. 850 members of Intersect already. And that's just the beginning. So we're really going to see a huge growth in that next year. And there's an active transition right now of all the repos from the IO side to Intersect in general. I owe you guys a midnight video. I'm going to try to make it today. I'm seeing some crazy stuff floating around and a lot of misunderstanding, misinterpretation. And I guess we could have done a better job of layering information. And that's okay. It's a lot all at once, the whole partner chains concept and the Cardano service layer and what these things are all about. But as soon as I make that video, I think you guys will feel a lot more comfortable. It'll be a whiteboard. I'm not feeling so good today, but I'll try to make it in it regardless. I just need to stop coughing and I think that'll be okay. But anyway, I hope this video helps a little bit about Cardano Ballot, and I'm excited to see what people have to say. Vote yes, vote no. You know, you can always include a reason, and it's a nice temperature check to see where everybody's at, what everybody's thinking, and also to begin testing governance tools. And also take a look at Cardano Ballot, and if you are intending to be a DREP, if you have a wish list of things you think would be cool to have, to use it as a governance tool to help you get temperature checks on your constituents and enable them to do that, then please do comment on that, because I'd like to see this turn into a proper open source project. So thank you, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.